Hey everyone, it's Fantoni. Over the last couple of days there's been renewed calls for Mark Hamill to play Vesemir, the Witcher who trained Henry Cavill's Geralt of Rivia. This is not the first time this has happened. It was actually one of my first videos way back in March 2018 when the showrunner Lauren Hisrich first described Vesemir. She described him as fatherly wise, sprightly despite the fact he's ancient, historian and keeper of secrets and tales, and trials of the disappearing cast of Witchers, who must face the fact that the world is changing outside of Kaer Morhen's walls, and how will they change too? Somebody tagged Mark Hamill in this, and he actually replied saying, "I have no idea what this is, or what it's about, but agree, it could/should be played by me." And on Christmas Eve, IGN picked this up again, and Mark Hamill replied one more time. Almost 2 years later, he says, "I still have no idea what this is, or what it's about, but I do know they haven't ever asked me to play Vesemir, yet. #CallMyAgent." So basically what Mark Hamill is saying, that nobody involved in The Witcher on Netflix has reached out for him to play Vesemir. He doesn't know who Vesemir is, he doesn't know anything about The Witcher. And if you don't know who Vesemir is, basically he's Geralt's father figure, the man who trained him to become a Witcher. He's the oldest Witcher remaining at Kaer Morhen, the Witcher stronghold of the School of the Wolf. He was the fencing instructor before the keep was assaulted by a mob backed up with mages. They were fanatics who saw the Witchers as mutants and they had to be wiped out. Vesemir was the only Witcher at the keep that managed to survive, whilst Witchers like Geralt were on the path. During the non-winter months, a lot of the Witchers go on the path to find work, but those left at Kaer Morhen, apart from Vesemir, did not survive. And because Vesemir was only the fencing instructor, he doesn't have the knowledge to create new Witchers. He was never part of the mutation process, and the School of the Wolf were unable to make new Witchers. The only Witchers left are the ones mutated before the assault on Kaer Morhen. That's where Geralt was going at the end of Season 1, and it's likely where he's going to take Ciri in Season 2. So should Mark Hamill play Vesemir? It would be a lot of fun, and he is a big name, but they might have already cast the character, as production for Season 2 starts early next year. And even though Vesemir hasn't appeared in the series yet, we did hear his voice and his shadow in the final episode of Season 1. When Geralt was injured and he was on the back of that wagon, he remembered back to his childhood when his mother Vesemir, who is a druid and a sorceress and a healer, left him. She sent him to fetch water and he was found by Vesemir. Vesemir told him that he was waiting for him. It looks like Vesemir was looking for Geralt and Geralt's mother left him for him. Perhaps Geralt was Vesemir's child of surprise. It's likely we'll see Vesemir in Season 2, and if I remember correctly, he only appears at the beginning of Blood of Elves, the first novel, and maybe in the last one, The Lady of the Lake. It has been a while since I've read the books, and I can't confirm that he appears in the final book, but he definitely appears in Blood of Elves. He is a very minor but important character in the books, but his appearance in the game was expanded. But we've got to remember that the series is not adapted in the games, but the show is not adapted in the book word for word either. In Season 1, Ciri was in the first ever episode, whereas she doesn't appear until the short story The Sword of Destiny, which I believe is the second last short story in the short story volumes. The first season did have a lot of changes, and that's likely to continue, so more Vesemir scenes are more than possible. I think we'll definitely see him in Season 2, but it's likely we'll see more of him in the future. And I've done a video recently explaining that in Season 2, there's going to be more short stories from The Last Wish and Sword of Destiny, and the fact it's likely going to adapt the first novel, Blood of Elves, as well. But I want you guys to post in the comments below, do you think Mark Hamill should play Vesemir? Or would you cast someone else instead? It is possible that Vesemir has already been cast. Perhaps the show was not ready to reveal him, it felt that just a shadow and a voice was better. Or maybe it was just a placeholder, as they've not got the right actor yet. But because Season 2 starts production very soon, I wouldn't get my hopes up for Hamill. But if it happens, I've got no problem with that. So I'll continue to make Season 2 videos for The Witcher, and if you've got any requests for Season 1, just let me know. I am very busy at the moment, but I'll see what I can do. I'm currently working my way through the Chronicles of Narnia books. I have read The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe back at school, but it's time for a reread, and I'm going to read the entire series this time, in preparation for Netflix's The Chronicles of Narnia series. I've got a couple of videos on that, I will leave a link to both of them. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. Click here for my review for Season 1. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.